Though footballers make tons of money and live the perfect life, that doesn't mean that laws don't apply to them. Believe it or not, several famous footballers had to spend their nights in prison due to their reckless mistakes and crimes. I'm pretty sure you'll be shocked to know their names. From RONALDHINO to MARLON King, this video has got you covered on all the football legends that ended up in prison. So if you are also curious to know about this, then you've just landed on the right video. Number 7. RONALDHINO. Raised in Brazil and one of the most famous football players in history, wasn't always a good boy. This 42-year-old football player named RONALDHINO was truly an emerging talent in his family. He and his brother were really into football since childhood, and their father made sure to make them the football legends. They were so poor that they could hardly make their ends meet, and getting into professional football was the only chance for them to get out of the life of poverty. Though his elder brother was already signing up in the local and then later national teams, RONALDHINO, who was much younger, also started practicing football and knew the techniques that no one of his age knew. By then, RONALDHINO's brother, Roberto, had already made enough money to take care of their family and had even bought a decent house. Their father was a true motivation for them, who kept pushing them, but on RONALDHINO's 18th birthday, his father fell into the pool due to a heart attack. And despite the doctor's every effort, they couldn't revive him, and it meant the end of his life. This news left a huge scar on both of them, and RONALDHINO started practicing football even with more energy to make his father's dream come true. It wasn't until his older brother Roberto injured his knees so badly that he couldn't play the same after that. The doctors told him he would never be the same Roberto anymore. Now the entire family's hopes were only on RONALDHINO, and honestly, he played well. Everything went pretty smooth for all the years to come, until 2020, when this greatest player of football and his brother landed themselves in hot waters. He was involved in the passport scandal and was found guilty of faking passport paperwork. Though his crime could have made them stay in jail for a good 5 years, if you have the money, then you don't really have to spend that long in prison. Both RONALDHINO and his brother accepted a plea deal and paid $200,000 in total in order to have a reduced sentence of 5 months. Both of them spent their 5 months in Asuncion prison, where RONALDHINO also celebrated his 40th birthday. Number 6. Patrick Kluivert. Can you imagine killing someone and still ending up in community service? Well, that's Patrick Kluivert for you. This former Barcelona player is considered one of the great Dutch footballers and has also won many league titles. The incident dates back to the year 1996, when 19-year-old Patrick ought to kill an Ajax fan named Martin Putman. But guess what? He didn't really have to go to prison, even after killing someone, and was charged with merely reckless driving. Number 5. Tony Adams. This Arsenal captain got into big trouble after his accident at Raleigh, Essex. He was found speeding almost 4 times the allowed speed limit, but things don't just stop there. His alcohol report also came back positive, and hence this famous football player was found guilty of a DUI offense back in the year 1990. Adams was sentenced to 57 days at the Chelmsford prison in order to make his habit of drinking go away. But according to Adams, it really didn't help him, and instead, he felt like it was wasting time at the penalty. Number 4. Lee Hughes. This Premier League's West Bromwich Albion striker didn't know what was coming to him in the year 2004. Killing someone and then running from the incident? That's pretty cruel. And that's exactly what the jury decided about this Englishman. He was driving his Mercedes, which was worth about £100,000, when he drove into another car and then killed that man. The collision must have been super strong to kill a man, and it happens when you're not really focusing. But fleeing the scene? That was totally under his control. And he kinda left that man to die, which has left a black mark on his name to date. He got his driver's license taken for 10 years and was sentenced to prison for 6 years. Though he said his goodbye to the Featherstone Prison Institution in 2010, he couldn't really get back into the game since then. Number 3. MARLON King. This former Birmingham striker landed himself in prison back in 2009 when he got into trouble with a woman. He ended up fracturing the nose of the woman while he was out partying at a London club with his wife. He had to spend a good 18 months in prison when he was found guilty of molesting that woman. But things don't stop there. He also landed himself in hot water after his reckless driving in the year 2014. He received a 3-year driving restriction as a result, and also had to relocate his family to Zambia after all these incidents. Number 2. Ian Wright. This Arsenal legend and former striker had to spend 2 weeks in Chelmsford prison, and that too for a very silly reason. He landed himself in prison in the year 1982 when he was only 19 years old and refused to pay traffic fines. Though he's always great on pitch, his having gone to jail has never been forgotten, and he also makes sure to bring it up in his meetings and interviews. And he really regrets going to jail. But he also said that he doesn't want to be sent back to a place like jail again. Number 1. Benjamin Mendy. Having raped and sexually assaulted several women, Benjamin Mendy is considered one of the most disgraceful football players of all time. He's been under arrest since August 2020 after he was accused of attacking 5 women, with 3 counts of rape on 11th of October 2020, 2 more counts of rape on the 24th of July 2021, and 2 more on the 23rd of August 2021. Benjamin has really shocked the world with his heinous crimes. One of the alleged offenses also included sexual touching in the first month of the year 2021. He has been in custody since the year 2021, and we really don't hope to see him coming out anytime soon. Well, this brings us to the end of the video. Which footballer shocked you the most with his crimes? Let us know in the comments. With that being said, it's time for us to say goodbye. But don't be sad, for we'll be back with another amazing video soon. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates from my channel. See you all soon, and thanks for watching.